I've been waiting a long time for this moment to come. I'm destined for anything at all. Downtown, lights will be shining on me like a new diamond ring out under the midnight hour. Well, no one can touch me now. Well, and I get to my bed, it's too late. Ready or not at all. Well, I'm so much closer than I have ever known. Wake up! Dawning.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to version number 11 of Let Me Tell You This About That. How you guys doing? My name's Mr.Jay. Government name Jay Gillespie. To my left, as always, Mr. Kevin Kane. Kev, how you doing today?
Good evening, everybody. Lauren, Mr.J.
Ooh, that was spooky.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Lauren, how you doing, girl?
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Good to see you on a Sunday. I missed you guys, man. I miss doing this every week, to be honest with you. I know it's a lot of work, but I was like, I miss my friends. But yeah, so welcome to version number 11, folks. We're here. It's the middle of August. It's not that bad. Weather's pretty good here in Boston. We hope you're doing good wherever you're listening. Belgium, welcome. Dude, you never get in touch with us, man, but you're always first on the list, man. But welcome back, everybody. We're having a ball here while we can. In Massachusetts, heading back into the fucking fray, it may be. Lauren's shaking her head.
Do not get me started.
I thought we were done.
I know.
I was going to get into it later, but if you want to let me rip right off the bat.
Here we go.
We might as well get into it like that.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah.
So I think we're all vaccinated here, right?
Yes, we are.
So I screenshotted a couple of numbers. Well, that's my weather app. Hold on a sec.
My weather app for you
My
guys.
fucking weather app. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Where is it? So right now, there's 7,737 breakthrough infections in Massachusetts.
True.
That's only 0.18%.
True.
In Massachusetts. There's 4.3 million people in Massachusetts got their shot.
Yes.
So basically, we're only if we wear masks inside again if you're vaccinated. My stance is we're protecting the unvaccinated.
Yes.
So I'm at the point now, you have a choice to be vaccinated. If you don't want to get vaccinated, it's on you.
Yes.
If you want to be, and I coined the phrase the other day, if you want to be a spreadneck.
Yes.
And
I like that.
If you don't want to be vaccinated, that's fine. I am not going to change my life to protect you. The numbers are out there. Even on a breakthrough case, the symptoms are mild. At some point, we have to treat this. Now, I'm turning into what I hated at the beginning of COVID. It's just the flu. It's a cold.
Right.
We're at the point now, if you are vaccinated and you do get it, it kind of is mild symptoms and it's not bad.
True. Very true.
We'll get into it later. We went to concerts this week.
Yeah.
I was not concerned whatsoever about getting infected. And if I did, the symptoms are going to be pretty mild.
Right.
The people that have been hospitalized, I believe, have all been over the age of 65.
Yeah.
People in the 40s are not getting that sick that are vaccinated. So I don't see why there needs to be a panic. And even like New York, it's a very dangerous precedent. I was for it at first, but the show me your papers.
It is a little reminiscent.
That's using terms of essential worker and show me your papers. Yeah.
Well, we already get brown shirts on the other side.
So it's like, if you want to eat inside and you're not vaccinated and you get sick,
That's on you.
That's on you. You got sick. And I don't want to see anybody get sick. I don't want to see anybody die. Yeah. But why should a business have to close if I don't think we're going into another lockdown, especially in Boston. It's election season. That's an automatic loss. If Mayor Janey wants to, interim Mayor Janey wants to, you didn't get elected. That's an automatic loss if she imposes more lockdowns. But say they did, why should a small business lose? Even in New York, to show me your papers, they're going to lose business. Why should they lose business because someone didn't want to get vaccinated?
Well,
I mean,
what do you think, Larry?
Well, here's the thing. It's I don't think anyone really remembers, but we've always had these little vaccination, little passports. I mean, I got them when I brought my kids home from the hospital. You have to keep track of, and you had to show them when you registered your kids for school.
Right.
It's relatively kind of the same thing, kid, except you don't remember it back in, the 1970s, but your parents kept track of all of your vaccinations. And you had to show them in school. I had to prove that I had tetanus and something else when I went to college.
Yeah.
TB.
Well,
I had to show all of that stuff.
Because no one wanted to die of fucking TB.
God forbid. I don't want to. The problem that I'm having now is that, especially down in, the red states, and I don't want to get on a soapbox and everything like that. And
we got people that live there, that live in. There
exactly.
Are people that have sense in the
exactly.
red states, yeah.
But with the kids and stuff, they are saying there are no mask mandates for children.
Yeah.
You can't have them. But those are the kids who can't be vaccinated. And that's where you get dangerous because they haven't gotten the other vaccine for kids under the age of 12. Correct. And that son of a bitch down in Florida, he's now saying, well, I'm going to take away school funding if you make those kids wear masks. I'm sorry, you have no right telling me how I should be protecting my child. Sorry.
No, especially when we got to dance around, and that's what they're using as the baby that they're hiding behind too. Like it's our bodies, and we get to make the choice. Here's the thing: you guys grew up in the 70s. Remember when we carried around for people that were born in the 70s, man? I forget what inoculation it is, but we all have this scar that looks like fucking somebody came and took a chunk out of our arm.
Yes.
And that was, we walked around and that was, I mean, every one of us has that. And it's and that's what vaccines were when we were kids.
Right.
And none of us had polio or anything crippling. But my thing is, though, here's the problem. And it all boils down to the variants that are coming, may overtake vaccines at some point if they keep having enough food to feed on. Right. These people are willfully at this point hoping to send us into a lockdown. Yeah. I've talked to some fucking friends, the names have been changed. The names have been changed
to protect the innocent.
But honestly, these people they want us in a lockdown, and they want us in it by next month. My thing is the numbers are fucking going through the roof, and which is strange because it's the middle of August. Everybody's outdoors, so the sun and the wind, we were told, fucking kills that shit dead. When I went to the concerts, the first couple, the first Guns N' Roses one, I stayed the fuck away from people. The second one, I was fucking same thing, I'm not going to cancel the fucking good time I'm going to have, right? Because I might kill your grandmother, and that is the crux of it for me. Is I let fucking ants out of the house. I don't kill shit. I try not to, even the insects, so knowing that I might be instrumental to your grandmother gurgling out keeps me wearing a mask fucking inside, to be honest with you. And that could be viewed as a weakness by some. I don't view it honestly, this is something that once every 100 years, fucking comes out of nowhere. And we got one that inconvenienced you. And these people are so fucking hell-bent on taking down Joe Biden by throwing themselves onto the fucking fire. Honestly, whenever you hear about cults, and you always wonder, wow, where would you do when they hand out the fucking Kool-Aid? Wouldn't you be whoa, this is fucking way not for me? These people are yeah, give me the Kool-Aid, man. I'm watching TikToks of guys he died of COVID, and the whole time he's I hope it is COVID. But here's even one better, man. There are people there's a buddy of mine that I heard who's so anti-vaccine. He found a fucking doctor who's running clinics with the vaccine, where it all looks legit, but you go in and he fucking looks like he's giving you the vaccine and he shoots it onto the fucking floor. Like, not even with irony. Like, people are dying in this fucking world. Dying. We are lucky that this fucking miracle happened within a year of this, like, kicking off. And this is what we do in America. We shoot it onto the fucking floor because the fucking president is the fucking WWE in your mind. Like, I can't wrap my fucking mind. And they're willingly. So they're trying, like, we were all like, cool, we're taking the masks off. Like, fucking everyone was, man. Like, I'm ready. Like, that fucking Green Day show, man, I bought that ticket 3 years ago. Like, I've been waiting for that fucking... And, like, goddamned if I was going to not have a good time. Right. And I'm absolutely with you. But I think that's where the crux is. So I think these restaurants are going to go... Because you know what happens, though, too? These fucking pricks never live up to their fucking word. So they're going to get sick. And then they're going to sue the fucking restaurant where they got sick or something like that. For fucking pain and suffering. And so now these restaurants got to cover their ass. That's why everything is like a pain in the ass in this world. Because everyone's got to cover their ass from fucking scumbaggery. But that's the whole thing, because, like, yeah, if you want to be a fucking I'm not vaccinated and I think it's the flu, gurgle out. I want you to gurgle out at your house, dude. And if you fucking, like, irritatingly, arrogantly ignorant, willfully ignorant enough to not get a fucking vaccine that could possibly save others, not just you. Who gives a fuck about you at that point? But you could take out fucking 5 people, like, by fucking going to a wedding. Good for you. Good for you. This has been a good life for you. I hope you go on with your fucking strength. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just pissed at this point, dude. Like, I mean, I can't believe.
Well, I think we can actually take a page out of France's playbook right now. I mean, Macron is, like, so pissed off right now. He's like, you know what? The people who don't want to be vaccinated, you stay home this time. Mm-hmm. We did what we had to do. Yeah. We socially distant. We wore our masks. We did what we were supposed to do. We stayed inside. We did what we had to do. And we were on our way to totally, get into some normalcy. Yeah. And now we're going to go back. So you know what? You don't want to be vaccinated? You stay home.
For reasons I don't even understand. So, like, your guy got vaccinated. He claims he came up with the vaccine. Like, where is it, or we have to die for COVID?
So I think they're always going to have that card, though. They're going to say, well, it's not FDA approved. So they're going to, unfortunately, they're going to have that argument. And
dude,
I don't,
I listened to that last night. I listened to 2 guys that I fucking know, God love them, didn't graduate college, discuss the fucking insides of the fact, like, oh, it's got fucking X, Y, and Z in it, man. I'm like, dude, I'm amazed you can pronounce that. Like, what does that do? Like, I mean, and, like, honestly, like, you got, like, seriously, like, discussing, like, I don't care if it had, like, fucking, like, Satan's zygote in it. Like, fucking, I'm on it. Like, fucking... Right. I'll take it anally.
It was on an emergency level. So it's not like they said, yeah, here, take this. Yeah. No, they did it as an emergency because they saw that there was a major problem. They're going to go through all this stupid bureaucratic bullshit. It's supposed to be approved, I think, this week for Pfizer anyway, to get the ball rolling. But it's like, I don't want to hear any more of this bullshit about, my keys now stick to my forehead because I got vaccinated. I'm sorry. That's sorry. Nope.
Two things.
I'm not going to listen to you on that one. So sorry.
Absolutely right. And Kev, what was the fucking breakthrough infection rate again? It was like 7.
In Massachusetts, 0.18.
There you go.
So 7,737 out of 4.3.
Exactly. Like, so there's your science. There's your, like, I'm going to wait a year and kick the tires for a little bit, you fucking meat lip. Like, honestly, if you're not fucking... I wish you the best. I really do. Like,
and the frightening thing is the God, I don't even know what word to use for these people. These arrogant assholes who are like, COVID is, it's all made up, and I'm not going to get vaccinated. Those are the people right now who are dying. Yeah. And on their last little breaths that come out of their stupid little fucking face, please get vaccinated. You should get vaccinated. Dude, you could have done that around 6 months ago.
Yeah, you should have done that. And you should have, as an adult, like, been responsible enough to fucking not put other people's lives in the way of your fucking freedom to go to fucking the Cracker Barrel, you fat pack of shit. Like, honestly.
Cracker Barrel is a lovely restaurant.
I do
love it there.
Never eaten there.
You've never gone? Oh, you have to go. They're so good.
If you need 15,000 calories in one sitting, it is fucking the place to go, though. Man.
Oh, it's so fucking good. Sorry.
But yeah, it's no reason to risk grandma. But anyway, folks, we're gonna wash this fucking COVID shit out for a sec, and then actually fuck the song, folks. We'll just go into.
We're on a roll now, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Like I love playing music. We're gonna figure out something later on how I can annoy you all with that. And not get in the way of the fucking flow, because like we've all had like some fucking a week, like we've all had a week here, man. Like like I've seen 2 concerts. Kevin's he would have seen 2 concerts. Lauren fucking honestly has crushed it as a comedian this week. Like my hat's off to you, my friend.
Oh, thank you so much.
Like no kidding, Lauren.
We did. We had 2 open mics last week, and they went quite well. Well, except for those drunk bitches at Green Dragon.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a great night.
Drunk bitches, you bring everything down, man. Well, not concerts, but you bring.
Well, here's the thing.
Comedy,
it's like what's the word I want to use for this one? She was so fucking drunk. Yeah. I'm like, wow, look at your life. You are drunk before 9 on a Monday in a Revolutionary era war era bar in Boston.
With a guy with a rhino hat on, like mask on.
Ivor. But how sad are you?
Whipping your tits out halfway. Like and not even seductively, Kev, just being like, Argh.
Yeah. Like, and it wasn't even a good bra. Like it was a beige bra. It wasn't even a good time.
I know. She had some lace in that shit.
No, she didn't. It was awful, but it's just like, wow.
But her friends all sat there, too. Like, they're like fucking like the shit show.
Yeah, that's your life on a Monday. Wow. I wish I could be you.
It was until she like kicked over the fucking stool.
Chair in the middle of someone said, but God love her, our new friend Allison. She was in the middle of her set, and this bitch knocked over her big, clunky wooden bar chair. That girl did not flinch.
Yeah,
God love her.
I don't think that
Second time being on stage, that girl did not flinch, and she kept on going. But that is probably the first time in a very long time they've actually wanted to actually punch someone out.
Yeah, honestly, I feel you. That was a frustrating night.
And I probably could have taken her. I think I could have. I think so. I think so. But anyway.
My money's always on the Sicilian.
Hey, there you go. But yeah, and we're going to have 2 more open mics this week. We're going to be at Green Dragon on Monday. And Tuesday, we're going to be in lovely Billerica, Massachusetts at Steve's Pinehurst Tavern.
Steve's Pinehurst
Tavern, yes.
I used to live in Pinehurst.
Well, there you go.
There's always a connection to get
I did. I lived in Pinehurst from 2007 to 2011.
Well, there you go. So we're going to be there. So if you're in the area, come on down and see us and cheer us on.
Absolutely. And, it's been fun, like honestly. But yeah, last Monday was a fucking full moon night, like all the way around. So I would have had audio and video, but I got fucking snafu'd. So, but I just want to take my hat off as a comedian. That my little protege friend over here is fucking bringing it. So
thank you.
Well, you deserve it, my friend. And Kev, like I'll set the table. So and we'll get into your week first, man. But I get a text from Kev like last Monday, saying like, "Hey, buddy, I got tickets for Guns N' Roses, man. You feel like wingmaning up and checking it out with me?"
So here's how I got the tickets.
There we go.
Okay. So
there's a story.
If you're a military veteran,
yes,
there's a website that I encourage every veteran to sign up for.
Yeah,
it's
no bullshit.
vettix.org. Mm-hmm. You go to this website, and through a third-party website that all government websites use, I believe the Mass Registry uses it to confirm your identity. Through, I believe it's called ID.me is the third-party website. It's a legit website. You put in your social, take a picture of your ID. It's a legit government website. And they confirm that you're a veteran. It takes about a day. And they will email you every morning free tickets to, during the winter, you'll get free tickets to, it's usually like BU hockey, minor league hockey games. But every once in a while, they'll hit you with concerts. Mm-hmm. So Sunday night, I got an email, free Guns N' Roses tickets.
Nice.
I'm not the biggest Guns N' Roses fan, but I will go to Guns N' Roses at Fenway just for sightseeing.
Absolutely.
Just for the mullets,
the
Jordache jeans, the belts people are going to be wearing, vest, the keychain wallets.
Oh, yes, please.
It's going to be a Picasso.
People cosplay like fucking.
Like it's gonna be like I said, Guns N' Roses. I could take or leave them.
Yeah.
But I want to go. So Monday morning rolls around, and Liz is like, "I'm not feeling too good."
Right.
I'm like, "You might want to get that checked because you work in a hospital and you show up coughing and a raspy voice. They're gonna, punch you in the face if you show up like that."
I'm I'm anti-mask guy too on the internet. I can't have a fucking COVID wife. Get the fuck out.
So she finds one. Now, if you ever done a Carewell, those like minute clinics, have you ever done those Carewell?
Yeah.
I thought they were like trashy type places.
Yeah.
It's like concierge, like medical.
Really?
It is like top notch, like legit, like I said, concierge. Like it is a legit place. I swear by him now.
Wow, they're getting better because they did start off like hey.
in the back of a CVS.
Yeah, I don't want to show my doctor this. Like, what do you think?
Some guy who failed out of got 3 DUIs and got nowhere else to go. And
precisely.
Yes,
that's exactly what I do.
Is now how you want. What do you need medical service? What do you need? It's
progress. Good.
I swear by him.
All right.
So she goes on Monday morning and can't get an appointment till 8 o'clock. She went to Framingham, found an appointment 9 in the morning. And she's just coughing and she sends me a text. She's like, "Well, I'm positive for the flu."
Oh, you're like, "Oh, thank God, not pregnancy."
Yeah. So for all you people saying they're counting regular flu as COVID, they're not.
They're not.
She had the old-fashioned flu.
Yeah.
For those people. So
weirdly, scientists aren't out there fucking.
Yeah, not all the scientists got together and was like, "Hey, we're gonna count them all. Hey, forgot the flu A, but
hey, this guy's got a hangnail. Count it."
Yeah. Hey. Just put it on the board.
Yeah.
I got an in at Quest Diagnostics. We're gonna. Hey, that's.
Oh yeah, we can bump these numbers, cousin.
Yeah. So
what do bump numbers get you anyway?
Yeah. So it was the regular old-fashioned flu.
In the middle of August.
Yeah. So they actually said they are seeing the old-fashioned flu making a roaring comeback. This summer.
In August. How nice.
Yes. So she comes home and she's got the muscle aches. So I gave her the. All right, I guess I won't go.
Yeah. Kind of hard to fucking.
See if she
exit stage right.
Give her the feeling her out a little, but I knew I couldn't go. Obviously, and
leave it with more kids than you live in a shoe.
So I had four kids. I had 4 tickets. One, a kid out was in the Navy What's taking his kid, and Jay's got the other ticket. Now it's these tickets are for veterans.
For veterans, correct.
So
people far braver and fucking more selfless.
So now Jay's very nervous. He's like,
"Oh fuck,
how am I gonna?" When they scan the ticket, they're gonna be like, "Woo woo!"
Yes.
Or is a news camera gonna come out? Be like, "Hey, we want to talk to you about your service."
Yeah.
Here we go.
Or are they going to do a thing in the middle of the concert? We want to honor our veterans.
Yeah.
Section 14, row 13.
Kiss Cam did.
Nice spots. So I'm texting "Hey, good job, Sergeant."
Motherfucker. I'm like, shh. So, I was as a public employee, man, I was worried the fucking Howie Carr would be like, "Get out here, you fat bastard, you fucking."
Oh God.
So I took my so the concert I assume was
you took a mulligan, my friend. But you missed everything your heart desired. And I've seen Guns N' Roses honestly ever since I could, and they brought it this show. They were fucking the first reunion show. You could tell they were fucking they didn't like each other. All 3 of them were on different parts of the stage, and they never
different zip codes.
Slash wouldn't even go near Axl. This one. The only problem is, I don't know what Axl did to his face, but
a lot of Botox.
Motherfucker, you didn't even need the video camera. I was like, he's got a pair of Steve Harveys on him that gleamed fucking the veneers that
Oh God.
They were fucking cosmic white. I was like, wow, Jesus Christ, dude, dial those down a little bit.
But it's way too much work done.
Way too much work done for a dude. But his voice, honestly, I've seen a lot of the fucking 80s, our friend Chris is he's right too. He's every 80s band's after COVID, like, this is our time. So like Dawkins out and fucking, you know, faster push. But Axl could sing. Like, it was a fucking good show, man. It was like fucking people were crazy. It was a good time though.
And then you went to, I would have loved to see this another concert.
Yeah, I went to go see Green Day like 2 nights after, and I bought tickets like it was funny. I bought tickets like it was a really kind of a sucky time in my life. Like I was like injured and I was hurting and fucking in the house, and I put on a whole ton of weight, and so that was kind of like like when this concert happens, like hopefully shit will be a lot better for me. And then COVID happened, so fucking they had to like tack on another year and a half, and so like Guns N' Roses kind of primed the pump. And then, like, the tickets I got for Green Day were actually on the field, so I never was on fucking Fenway soil before. So that was fucking. I'm not even that huge of a Red Sox fan. Like, I'm a bandwagon guy. Like, but it is like you walk out in the field and you're like, oh my fucking god, man! Like this is what it looks like. Like, you know, like it's crazy. And Green Day like brought it. What the hell was that? But no, Green Day brought it as well too. Then Weezer.
I love Weezer. Their Blue album, every song, that's a non-skip album.
Yeah, like, and that was the thing. Like the two bands, like Fall Out Boy didn't wind up playing because someone got positive in that. But the other bands would do like a cover, like fucking Weezer did "Sugar We're Going Down." Like it was just Rivers like on his fucking guitar, just doing it by himself, and the whole stadium's fucking singing along like. It was fucking shivers down your spine. Like Weezer brought it, and they only played like it wasn't like they came out with some concept. Like it was like hits, like you know, like yeah, exactly. Like from the Sweater Song, the Buddy, like anything. Island is in the Sun.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you see U2, they're like, we're gonna play everything from the Pop album, 11. You're like, fuck, play Joshua Tree. That's all I want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe a little bit of War.
Yeah.
And I will thank you so much for taking video when they did Buddy Holly, because that's like my favorite song in the whole wide world.
Oh man!
So thank you. That really made my whole day.
No worries. I'm glad I figured out how to get it to you too. But it was, but like the whole crowd was like, oh, like,
yes. I mean, I actually wanted to go to that. So here's my little sob story. So the day that the tickets went on sale was actually in 2019.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the day my mother died, so I was a little preoccupied that day, so I didn't get tickets for that. Yeah. So when I heard you were going, I'm like, okay, could you just do this one thing for me? Could you just take a video of Buddy Holly? That's the one song I really wanted to sing along to, and he did, and it was awesome. So I think thank you for that.
Oh, anytime. It was like I wanted to share how fucking awesome the night was, and like it was so funny too because there was these two little punk rock girls that are at the edge of my row. And they were just like the fucking funniest thing. Like they were bowing when I came in and out from like, you know, going to the bathroom. And so we got to talking and they're like, oh my God, like I always loved Green Day since I was like 5 years old. And I was like, oh Jesus.
Back in 2007.
Oh, dude, like my blood ran cold and I was like, I felt like, but I was like, oh, like age doesn't matter. Like, you know, because like when I was growing up in the punk rock world, man, like there weren't old people at the club. Like, you know, like, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm the old guy. I'm like, nah, we're all punk rock fans and shit like that. But we had this great time and we're all singing along together. And I was like, I'm like, wow, so great. And like, you know, like hanging out with these little 25-year-old girls. And I'm like, but if I was Andy Cuomo, on the other hand, man, these poor chicks would have a horrible night, man. That was everyone I talked to this week was like, dude, I know. But yeah, no, like that was one of the like, and it's funny too because like when I bought the tickets, like not to be corny, I was like, wow, I really hope this is gonna be a great night, and like it turned out to be like one of the best nights of my life. Like seeing everyone in this Fenway have their lights on their phone is like the new fucking
flashlight. Remember the Bix?
Yeah, it's the new Bix.
You burn your finger and stuff. I remember that.
Remember you get like you'd be like, shit, licking your finger like, god damn it, that fucking hurt. But yeah, so I was lucky enough. Now I haven't. I'll turn it back to you, Kev. But like just to say, I haven't been to Fenway Park in like 5 years, and in the last 2 weeks, I was there like fucking 4 times in the last 2 weeks, man. But yeah, so then now the show I really wish, because all this just came out of nowhere because they were just like Boston's like we're having shows this week, and like I didn't even know Billy Joel was there.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen him. Fucking.
So I seen him a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So not the biggest Billy Joel fan, but I was like, one of those guys I got to see.
Like, yeah.
So he comes out, he played his first song, then he literally turns to the crowd and goes, well, I got no new shit to play you, so here's everything I play every concert.
Right.
And just started playing. And just played all the hits.
Love it.
Love it. Yeah.
We only play 80s, Joel, sir. Best movie ever. So Friday night was New Kids on the Block with Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yes.
And people they always try making fun of me. I will go to New Kids on the Block every time they play. They put on the best show.
God
so
love
it's me,
Still
Liz,
bringing it.
Kid Chris I work with, and his wife.
Right.
Before the show, we had a picnic table at the Cask and Flagon, and they had the line for the VIP like meet and greet, and it was like the Walmart prom. I mean, it was just like it was hot out. A guy could have set up a cot with like baby powder. Right. It was like people had like outfits made out of bed sheets, like the big buttons. It was a sad day for America. Like it was bad. And so we go into the concert. And we had the tough thing when you see New Kids at Fenway is they make all the men's rooms women's rooms.
Right. Rightfully
so, because it's 99%
women.
Yep.
A couple of gay guys and like me.
Yeah.
Basically. But we were up in the State Street Pavilion. So you have access to the club up there.
Oh, no BS.
Where you got to have a good credit score and people dress nice.
Yeah.
So we had the bar up there, little private bathrooms, good. And we're up high, little good seats, good view of the stage. And we rocked out from stem to stern. Belle Biv DeVoe. We're like, what's Belle Biv DeVoe going to play? Like, Do Me and Poison 20 times? What else are they going to play? But, they killed. So, it wasn't a straight opener. Like, Belle Biv DeVoe didn't open. The New Kids played. Like, New Kids started. The Belle Biv DeVoe played, 2 songs. And New Kids came back out. The Belle Biv DeVoe for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
And I'm a Joey girl. Joey McIntyre, I fucking love. He killed it. Had his son sing a song. This one's for the children. Piano. Oh my God. But it was probably all the girls around us were oh my God, that's so nice you came with the wife. It's no, I want it was
she
my
came with me, motherfucker.
This is my So me and Liz had Dorchester shirts on. She had the flag.
Fuck it, I saw that on Facebook.
So people oh my God, you're really from Dorchester? Yeah. They're oh my God. You're do you know them? It's it was just what a great night.
The one time people are excited when you're from Dorchester.
Yeah,
usually the booking sergeant's I know you're from fucking Dorchester.
Yeah. But so everyone at the concert is drinking Trulies and High Noons, and all the girls are on low carb diets.
Keto shit.
So started drinking at 3, and so New Kids came out late. So finally 9, 10 o'clock, Liz is going hard, but she disappeared for 10 minutes. And I'm all right, so I'm getting a little concerned.
Yeah.
She's kind of been gone for 10 minutes. And
you're feeling like a piece of meat. You're the only guy in the entire section.
But I'm getting a little worried. She's been gone. She comes back. It was a ray of light coming down the stairs because we were in second row of the State Street Pavilion. She came back with a package of 20 hot dog rolls.
Nice.
I'm what are you doing? She's these girls need carbs. These girls have been drinking all day. And if you went to Catholic school like me, or you know the story of Jesus with the loaves and the fishes.
Yes, 5,000 he fed.
She fed 2 sections of drunk girls that are on keto and low-carb diets.
I love this.
That have been drinking all day.
Yes.
She was like Jesus, handing out bread to the... she was a patron saint of State Street Pavilion Section 8, and she was these girls need this.
Body of Joey.
I cannot wait to meet this woman. I swear to God.
And then she rocked out the rest of the concert with a package of hot
dog rolls.
I still want to know where the hell did she get them
What
from
did you do
to get those rolls?
I don't want to know.
Okay.
I mean, she may have, but she said the concession stand was closed.
There's always a way.
And the door was cracked. to
Nice.
like the gate was down, like the thing. So the door was cracked. She opened it. And the guy was counting his drawer.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Can I just get some bread?" He's like,
"This is fucking lame."
She goes, "Just some bread, sir."
Right.
And she's like,
3 hours later, Kevin's crying.
She's like, "I'll just wait till you're done counting your cash drawer." He's like,
Nice.
"All right, hold on." And this like 22-year-old kid gives this 39-year-old woman like that's hammered like a package of 20 hot dog rolls.
Yes.
And then she went and proceeded to feed Fenway Park like Jesus with the loaves and the fishes.
Body of Jordan Knight. And
and then she puked and rallied.
Oh,
and just,
good girl. Right.
That's why she needed the hot dog rolls.
Yeah.
And just like only her would come back, like would have the wherewithal. And that's now we have we're gonna have the street meat cart. She wants to just set up a cart of being
carbs.
outside of concerts of just carbs,
Just carbs.
just bread
For
for the drunk girls coming out of like a Jonas Brothers or a New Kids concert, just selling bread.
That is her $1 million
Yes.
idea. There you go.
Kev,
Do
like,
it.
no bullshit. The bull shows I went at, like the food was fucking disgusting. Like, and like honestly, it's funny you talk about zombies. Like every single, I'm like, man, if everyone might not be from Salty that works at Fenway, but they all have Salty jobs. Because they're all sitting there on their fucking chairs looking at their phones like, like, I'm like, wow, you can fucking literally like if they set the town, like if the town happened at that concert, they wouldn't even have to fucking try.
Yeah.
But the food, dude, it was supposed to be fucking Pizzeria Regina. You're like, oh, Pizzeria Regina. Like my nose is, I'm like Bugs Bunny floating like when he smells shit cooking. Yeah, I get up there. This pizza was the nastiest shit I've ever. Like it was just congealed, like nasty cheese, and like, oh, dude. So like, the second slice, my body literally was like, "Do not put that in me."
I just checked my bank statement.
Oh no!
How much did you spend?
So a round, because it was 4 of us, was $50 a round. Seriously, and that's on there like 4 times.
Oh my! Okay.
I'm like, ooh.
Dude, back in that days, you used to wake up with like stripper glitter on you, like with that kind of money missing. Like what?
No, it was just
a kidney's gone.
Just
like what?
just 4 rounds of beers because
and
4 beers
Trulies
each because it was $10 a drink.
Or even better, like fucking $10 for fucking seltzer.
Yeah, like $10 for a Truly.
Yeah, true. You got truly fucked.
Now, so before all the concerts, I had my little Navy reunion.
Yeah. Let's set that back. So this is last weekend.
Before that, I had my little trip to the registry. I just want to talk about that. So I had to get one of these real IDs.
Real ID.
So I had to go to the registry.
From the mind of George Bush, by the way.
Yeah, so I got my real ID right here. So now, I don't know if you've been to the registry after COVID times, you have to make an appointment.
I got that coming up in my future. Now.
So I had a 9 a.m. appointment. It was the only appointment available within 60 miles for the next month. Showed up at 9 a.m. at Haymarket.
You gotta go that far ahead?
Yeah, like it was a month. Like everything was booked. Then I hit refresh. 9 a.m. at Haymarket showed up. So I'm like, all right. But I don't have to wait in line. You don't have to take a number. So out on the sidewalk is like a cattle car. It's like 9 a.m. appointments, 9:10, 9:20, 9:40. You get in these lines. Mm-hmm. So they now have security. It's like they outsource the company's security running the lines.
Gotcha.
Now so we're waiting in line. It's like 8:50, and out comes like the guy who's worked for like the state for 40 years. Comes out. All right, guys, can I have your attention? No, the system's down.
Oh God.
And he's the showman.
If you need an ID, new license, we can't help you.
Oh God.
I was here for a fucking steak and cheese.
Yeah. He's like, if you're here for registration, you can go up. If you're here for renew your license, anything with an ID, I don't know what to tell you. We don't know how long it's going to take. It could be up in 5 minutes, could be 5 hours. You can wait in the line, or we'll give you a piece of paper. Come back 8:30 to 9:30 any day next week. I'm like, fuck, this is a Thursday before I go away. I'm like, well, I took the day off for this. So Liz dropped me off at 9.
With your big boy sandwich and everything?
Yeah, she dropped me off at 9. She's dropping Danny off at camp at 10.
She's dropping the other kids off.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, I might as well wait for an hour because she was going to swing back. I had no ride home anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they don't even let you in, so now the sun's beating down here on the sidewalk. It's getting hot, and everyone is just fucking annoyed.
Yeah.
Now, people coming up, now this poor security guard, whatever they're paying this kid is not enough. Because people coming up, didn't hear the announcement from the guy that's been at the state for like 20 years, 40 years. People coming up, well, I have a 9:50 appointment. And he's like, now he's starting off nice. He's like, I understand you have an appointment, but the system's down. There's nothing we can do. Yeah, but I have an appointment. He's like, I understand you have an appointment, but the system's down. There's nothing you can do. You're more than welcome to wait in line with these guys, and we'll let you up if the system comes back up. Or I can give you this piece of paper and come back any day next week, come back tomorrow. We'll let you right up between 8:30 and 9:30 before the appointments start, and it's first come, first served then. Yeah, but I have an appointment. I don't have to wait in line. I have an appointment. And after about like half hour of this, it was like, motherfucker, I don't care about your appointment.
Yes.
You're not getting in. The system's down. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
This poor kid, like whatever they're paying him, not enough.
Not enough.
So Liz picks me up at like 10:15. I'm like, all right, Lincoln, we'll go regulars at like the Lincoln and Southeast brunch.
Yeah.
Might as well go to lunch at the Lincoln, a brunch. Now I'm like, all right, I'll call the registry at Haymarket, see if it's back up. It is impossible to get anybody on the phone. Oh. It's like, if you want to schedule a road test, it's like not like. So I'm like, fuck it, we'll just drive by the registry.
Easy to send smoke signals and fucking.
Yeah, so it's like, so we went back. Hey, the system's back up. They let me right up. Nice. Now I got to wait in the line. Now, typical in Massachusetts, typical state like workers.
Yeah.
There's a long line. We've all like had to deal with the system being down.
Yeah.
All right, 8 more people, then we're going to lunch for an hour.
Yeah.
Like you can't rotate the lunches. These people that wait lunch got to now wait for another hour because we're gonna shut everything down because you go to lunch.
Because Merrill over there.
Yeah, like you can't like go 2 to lunch, then like fucking Marge can't go to lunch like a half hour late today.
Yeah.
Like she's got to got her take her like come on like.
Yeah.
So I was like the last person they got in before they shut everything down because they have to like probably the union whatever they have to shut between 12 and 1 every day.
It's like English tea. Like you're like what?
Yeah. Like, I would have like lost my mind if I was like the next person to like. So I got in there. So I got my new real ID now I can use, but it says veteran on it. Ooh. So I get my veteran status. So I'm asked for a veterans discount wherever we go now. Like
there
you go.
I'm sure this is McDonald's. Like we don't fucking do veterans.
Grubhub's like we're not interested in your service, sir.
Yeah, like so it does say veteran on it, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool, man.
So then Friday, so I'm in a group text with I think there's 8 of us, and every year we've started going to my friend Mark O'Brien from the Mark O'Brien podcast. So we go to his house in New Jersey. So usually I drive down, but I'm like, fuck this, I'm flying. Quick 45-minute flight down. Nice. And then we had a little Navy reunion. We just hung out at his house Friday. Then we went to this place, Top Golf. The greatest place I've ever seen in my life. There's no Top Golfs in Massachusetts. It's basically, you have a booth, a waitress, and it's a driving range, but you have targets to aim for, and they give you a score. There's a chip in the golf ball, and you get points. And it's golfing without walking,
right? Without
moving, and they bring food and beer to you.
That's so American.
Like
God bless America.
And I've never swung golf club in my life.
It's like glamping for men.
Yeah, and I posted a video like natural athlete, fucking hitting it like 150 yards.
Oh, you were fucking Happy
just
Gilmore,
varsity athlete.
The way you said the same hockey shirt Happy Gilmore had on too.
So I was in pain for like 3 days. That's what. But I wasn't in pain from swinging the golf club. No, I was in pain from doing like the little genuflex squats, putting the golf ball on the tee. Oh. That's how out of shape I am.
That's a sad level.
I notice I'm fat now. I put on weight. I'm now the guy at the in the terminal. Like when people are hoping they're not sitting next to me on the plane. Like I'm that guy now.
Yeah, I am that guy. I'm
like,
sorry.
Like people are sitting there like, I'm hoping I'm not sitting next to him. I'm hoping not. I'm not sitting. I'm that guy now. Yeah, like I've realized like so I had like 2 girls sit next to me and like they would come back from like some girls trip. It was like 2 and 2, like their friends were sitting in front of them, and I'm just like So I had the aisle seat, and like
like,
I couldn't like try to make myself any smaller.
Sucking it in.
I'm like trying to like shrink, and like I'm apologizing in my head for being a fat fuck.
These girls like, he's gonna fucking fart the entire time.
I'm like, I showered today, like they're thinking I'm like, I'm not the sneaky fat guy, I'm the funny fat guy.
Yeah.
Like, because there's two types of fat guys, like the funny fat guy and the stinky fat guy.
Dude, stop telling men secrets, bro.
So like I was just like, they're probably like so mad to sit next to me.
I know
like,
the feeling, yeah.
On the way down, I found the most beautiful show I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if you guys have seen Ted Lasso.
I've always wanted to watch it.
It is.
People, I'm sorry, I mean the movie, but before you start, because everyone seems to have this response to Ted Lasso. That's all I'm saying. So continue on.
There's misconceptions because it's on Apple TV. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to watch a shit. You don't have to watch it on your phone. No. I have a Samsung TV, and it's a smart TV. I think almost all TVs are smart TVs now.
Yeah.
And it's one of the apps on my Samsung TV.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
It is the most beautiful, sweet, just beautiful, like you tear up for no reason every show.
Okay, this is exactly what everyone.
I don't know why.
All right,
it's just so nice to have a show that's not vulgar,
dude.
It is just there's no nudity. I think last episode I saw two guys' asses because it was a locker room scene.
Oh, there you go.
But the guy had a nice ass, so. But it's just such a beautiful. So, like, we didn't have to pick out. So, I watched 2 episodes on the way down because, like, the American Airlines app had, like, the first 2 episodes on there.
Yeah.
Then me and Liz didn't have to pick up the kids till, like, 6 o'clock last night. We crushed the first season yesterday and watched, like, the first episode of the second season.
Gotcha.
And it's, like, she cried, like, 4 times, and, like, I'm trying not to cry.
Oh, you like me. You cry at the fucking...
But, like, there's a couple of things that's, like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's, like, things we've gone through.
Yeah.
And it's just...
Good writing, right?
It's just great. Jason Sudeikis is awesome in it.
Yeah.
I love
He's
him.
just, like, the nicest guy, and it's just... Sweet is, like, the only way I can describe the show. I cannot recommend... And I've never had a show where, like... Since, like, The Sopranos, where I've had a show... Like, I'll have a show I've watched for, like, 2 episodes, and I, like, give up on it. I'm already, like... I'm going to be, like, sad when the season's over, because, like, it's just so sweet, this show.
There's one thing I could add, and this is actually a prequel for all of us, Lauren. This is even something that involves you. Oh. Last year at this time, because, like, now Facebook fucking every day is like, oh, you have memories with so-and-so, right? So this is my question. Ted Lasso versus, at this time last year, Kevin told us about a show where I was so fucking in love with it. And I told you about it.
Yes.
And you were in love with it too. Love on the Spectrum.
I would have took fucking bullets for one of those.
Every single.
Oh my god! I just love that show.
And there was only like fucking like 7. I'm like, there's like fucking 8 million hours of the real twats of fucking New York City.
That first kid, I would have took a fucking bullet.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I forgot about that show.
Yeah.
Oh,
so is it like
yes,
fucking?
It's just
like you've heard it from Kevin Kane first, folks.
You just sit there with like a dopey smile watching the show.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on it.
Okay, so I feel the same way about Afterlife with Ricky Gervais.
That's another one I got to check up on.
It's sad, but at the end of each episode, you have hope. Yeah. You're like, oh my god, this is such a beautiful show. Oh my god. I can't wait for season 3. I'm like literally sitting there waiting. Can you hurry up with season 3, Ricky? But it's on the way. But I love shows that give you like, they don't preach to you, but they just, it's so well written, and then they give you that little hope at the end of each episode that you're like, yeah. That's how I feel about that one.
And like Kevin said, like when you see like another character go through something you did and see how they handled it, and you're like fucking. And you're like, I didn't know anyone else fucking had to go through that shit. And like, you know, like, and then like, real, like, and that's my problem with Hollywood. Like, fucking, I'm talking to my buddy the other night, and he's like, you know, they're doing the Exorcist. I'm like, leave fucking old shit alone. Like, make some new shit that fucking connects with people. And like, I don't want to see fucking. Oh, actually, folks, we have to take a fucking. This is a let me tell you this about that fucking moment of silence for Miss Markie Post.
I saw that.
Oh my God, dude. I was setting up. I was like, oh.
Just saw that.
Yes.
Even sadder, I didn't know she played fucking the mom on There's Something About Mary. I didn't know she was the one with the fucking...
Oh, that was her?
That was her.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Well, then a month ago, we lost, what's his name? Charles Robinson.
Yeah.
And they both died of they both died of cancer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and Harry went fucking, like, sadly, too. Like,
Yes.
And then, like, you know, and I love, like, that show, man, was like fucking like 84. Like that was like when TV was TV for me, and I used
to love that show. I was reading an article about her passing, and she said she had always felt really sad that her and Harry didn't get together.
Yeah.
At the end of the show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, that would have been really good.
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny too because that's when shows blow it for me. Like when they do fucking connect those two characters. Like we saw it with Cheers twice.
Oh God!
Like twice they fucking blew it. Like fucking like, dude, don't let Sam. Like, there goes the show.
That was my father's ultimate favorite show.
For Patty, this is fucking.
He found it on Netflix. Like he'll use my TV sometimes.
Right.
Like. I'm like, guys, let Patty watch Cheers when he's watching you.
Let Grandpa watch his program.
He'll be much happier.
The best Cheers episode was when Cliff was on Jeopardy.
Yes.
Who are three people that were never in my kitchen?
That was like, honestly, that was the first must-see fucking TV show. I remember people being like, oh, I can't. Cheers is on tonight. And,
my father would make us change the Bruins game.
Wow.
Whoa.
It would be on
At
Thursday
the game
night.
house? Whoa.
It would be on Thursday nights.
No bullshit.
So the Bruins game would be at 7:30, so it would
yeah.
always start usually in between the second and third period. We would miss the start of the third period.
Yeah.
Because Cheers was on. It was, there was no, obviously, DVR. No, if you missed
Yeah,
it.
you missed it. You were fucking all done.
Yeah, so
dude.
we had to change Cheers. He changed the Bruins game to watch Cheers.
Man, and then, like, you know...
Then he said he had Wings towards the end. Wings was beyond before.
Wings was so good. Like, honestly, for such a shitty little sitcom, dude, like, fucking... The cast alone was, like, fucking... But, like...
Roy Biggins.
Yeah, like, honestly, it was just, like, comfort fucking sitcom food, where you're like, Wings, like, fucking, you know... what's his name? Hayden Church there. That the guy.
Oh
yeah, he's genius, man. Like fucking, but like the TV, like the fit, like Family Ties. Like remember that was like the sandwich. It was like Cheers,
Thursday
Family
night.
Ties.
Thursday night was
Crosby.
like, you had all the good shows on Thursday night.
Yeah, and fucking, you know, and it was because the people wrote original shit that was interesting, that connected. Like you even connected with fucking drug-addled rapist Bill Cosby. Man, he was America's dad.
Oh, Bill.
Was, man.
Oh,
men, motherfucking. I'm calling out men. I mean, honestly, fuck. Right behind you, Kev, there's a fucking pile of books, and Andrew Cuomo's book is like fucking like third down, and I'm like, fuck, man. I get assigned. Honestly, I get assigned. He did the this thing during COVID, which was like the mountain of COVID, and I bought it. It was a poster. And he signed it, and I was all fucking proud. And like,
you were a Cuomo-sexual? I
was a Cuomo-sexual, but like honestly, in a fucking vacuum of leadership, like that fucking guy like did bring that.
Yeah.
You know, and like honestly, and that's the other thing too, because like, all right, okay, the guy was handsy, and we're treating him like he's Hitler. Meanwhile, we got fucking Matt Gaetz like fucking like involved in sex traffic, like dumb enough to do it on Venmo, like fucking like, but all that like is going on, like, and the fucking, and here we go with the fucking, well, you got a little handsy with the fucking millennial. I'm not boiling it down to that. Like, there's 11 fucking credible fucking whatevers. I'm like, you know, like once, but 11.
Yeah.
So like, honestly, men, fucking dude, pick up your shit, dude. It's been a fucking pandemic. And then that's what the spreadnecks are, like, you know, and they're little bitches that fucking like, my man, I gotta thank everything he does, like, but fucking, man, pick up the fucking ball, man, you're killing it, man.
Oh, Andrew,
that's it, boy, Andrew, man, fucking, but Lauren, actually, you know what, we gotta wrap this up. Lauren's got a little story. Oh yeah, this is
Oh Lord, here we go.
Wait, want to try that? Try that in your English accent. I'm gonna turn on. I gotta let the fucking listening viewers and fucking fans of our podcast know. Lauren Sims has a fucking unknown hidden talent
called
being. Go ahead.
So Okay, so first off,
I'll leave this tiny.
If you need to get off the phone with a telemarketer,
Yes.
okay, the best thing to do is to speak in a different accent. And I typically will use a British accent.
Yes.
So, telemarketer calls.
Like, hi, can I talk to? It says here, Sims is Richard Sims. Fucking Lauren, are you?
Good morning. You've reached the Richard residence. How may I direct your call?
Oh shit, really?
I'm sorry. Mr. Richards is not available at the moment. May I take a message?
You see, I got my credit card out already. I'm like, oh man, what is it, like $10 a month? Right? So
I just keep on going, and they're like, no, I need to speak to... In what reference is this in regards to?
Yeah, see, you get your Cockney shit, but that Liz Hurley shit.
Well, we're calling to offer him a position. I'm like, would that position be in a bank, perhaps? Oh, no. Oh.
Yes.
Would you care to leave your name and number, and I would direct you?
Folks, for those listening at home, Lauren has a black pair of eyeglasses on and blonde flowing black hair. Just setting the tone for the guys that
blonde highlights.
Ooh, loosening the belt a little bit right now. Just thinking about you, Thomas.
So this goes into you guys had like such a fun week, and my week basically was a total of, I got to use my new vacuum cleaner.
That's
It sucked.
yeah. That's not even Danny Wood of the New Kids.
I know.
Yeah. Like Jonathan Knight? Is that it? Was it okay? Well, first off, what kind of vacuum are we?
I don't even know what the fuck.
As the British, so as the Irish and the British call it, you got a Hoover.
You got a Hoover.
Well, yes, I did. But my big highlight, the big highlight of my week was Mammogram Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, folks. You ladies out there, you take that shit in stride like, oh, it's mammograms, like, no big deal. And, like, every time you come home and, like, to your man and you're like, guy has no fucking clue the torture. And you guys like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Here's what I did. And, like, our friend Carolyn Plummer has this great bit where, I'll let you go. Sorry.
Seriously, it's like, so you guys probably know from your wives will give you the little, the lowdown and stuff. And it's basically you're going to take your boob and we're going to smush it between two plates of glass. And it's like, yeah.
Yes. But they tell you this, like, you got to fucking, like, you got to do it, like,
well, here's the thing.
I
had a female technician and she helped with that. So at least, hey, I got felt up this week. So that was, yeah, it was like, oh, God.
Yeah, it's so
a
not
guy or
sexy.
something. Do they not have men in this office at all?
I'm retired.
Oh, stop. Now, here's what happened, and this was kind of like the funny part of the story was she's like, I don't mean to alarm you, but I do have to retake 2 of the scans. Uh-oh. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what happened? Is there something wrong? She goes, no, it's nothing wrong. She goes, I know this will sound weird. I'm like, honey, just say it. She goes, well, your nipples rolled out of the shot.
Your nipples pieced out of the shot?
And I'm saying to myself, and I looked down at my boobs and I'm like, I stood still. I held my breath. You had one job to do. And then it made me think, so basically what you're telling me is my nipples blinked when they took the picture.
Nice.
I said, well, that's going in my app now.
That's good.
But they did it, and so far so good. I'll know next week if the girls are okay. So there you go. So that was the highlight. But I do have a funny story. I have a pretty woman story.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we decided one afternoon that we were going to go to Mystic, Connecticut. And we love going down there. We've been taking the kids there for years. And my youngest daughter, and I've mentioned this before, both of my girls are on the spectrum. So we have certain routines we have to do. And McKenna loves getting pressed pennies. Okay.
Oh, God, yeah. All right.
She loves it. Kevin, I might be asking you to get me some at Disney and bring them home for the kid's birthday. So anyway, I'll be the cool mom. So we went to the general store at Mystic Village, and that's where the penny machine is.
Nice.
So we brought our little bag of change. She's all excited, and we're all set to go. We go into the general store. It's not there. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Where did they move it? I said, please, Lord, tell me they just moved it somewhere. Can't find it. I'm like, fuck. We go outside. It's outside now. They moved it outside, and they chained it to the front porch of the general store. Now, they got little signs that say, well, you have to go inside and get quarters. And I'm like, I brought my own fucking quarters. Why must I said, fine, I will go in. Now, I'm trying to get, the machine's not working. So I'm thinking, well, they might have it locked or something because stupid children or whatever. So I go inside, and I say, excuse me, can I get $2 worth of quarters? And she's like, of course you can. And I said, oh, we want to use the press penny machine. And it's not working. Could someone look at that? Now, there's a young girl that I'm talking to, and then there's the older woman who's behind the counter. And the young girl goes to the older woman and says, hey, would you mind going outside and checking the press penny machine? This is what I got from the older woman.
Much like the RMV.
And I'm like, my eye is twitching behind my sunglasses, and I'm biting the inside of my fucking mouth. And I'm like, this bodes well. So she comes out, and she flies in front of me, and she goes at the door, and she goes, so what's the problem? I said, where you put the change is not working, so I wasn't sure if there's a little trick.
Right.
A lock, perhaps. And she just goes, she just touched it, and she's like, yeah, that's all done for the day. There's something jammed in there.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, really? Why, thanks. And now I am like fuming. Now my little 12-year-old God lover, she's taking it all in stride. So I'm like, okay, we've made massive improvements. Okay, here we go. She's like, Ma, we'll just find another machine. I said, oh shit, I gotta go find this another machine.
Right.
But I'm like fuming because I can't stand people like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, her dad and our oldest, they're out doing something. I text them and said, hey, where are you guys? Let's meet up. And I tell him, I said, I am like so pissed. He goes, remember, I do not have bail money for you. Okay?
Right.
I said, it still pissed me off. So we went to a couple of the little things, and we're walking back, and where the general store is where the restrooms are.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the machine. He goes, what's wrong with it? I said, well, the coin thing's not working. He goes, hold on a second. He looks at it. In less than 10 seconds, he fixes it.
Nice.
I said, oh, my God.
All it
and
took.
now I'm like, so I said, I'm going to the ladies' room. You know,
Oh,
okay?
I hope this gets Sicilian.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I knew it. Oh.
I come out of the ladies' room, and I am making a beeline, and he sees me making a beeline for the store, and he goes, I don't have bail money.
Right.
I said, too late. I walk in. Now, you have to walk around because they have everything because of COVID. You have to walk in to the right. You have to make this big, huge loop. I said, fuck that. I go up. I knock at the little counter. I said, hi, excuse me, do you remember me? I was in here a few minutes ago with my daughter for the press penny machine. Just want to let you know, her dad just fixed it. You're welcome. And I stormed out, and damn, did it feel good.
Yeah. Just let the motherfucker know, like, you suck, dude. The least you could have done was fucking the least, and it was too much.
And her dad fixed it. She got 3 press pennies. Thank you very much.
God damn, yeah, that's our girl right there.
So I've always wanted to do that.
I hear
I
ya.
finally got to do it.
Good
It felt
for you.
So fucking good. It was awesome.
I'm all for letting
It was great.
I'm fucking down for that, man. Exactly.
It was really good.
And she got fucking her press pennies, man.
She got 3 press pennies there, and there is another press penny machine at Mystic Pizza in case you need some press pennies. So we got one over there. So she brought home 4.
Well, nice.
So there we go.
That was a big fucking.
Yes. So she was very excited, and
Nice.
it was a very nice day. And I just loved sticking it to that lady.
Yeah.
It just felt really good.
Up your asshole, lady.
There you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, no offense.
So it was good. But you guys still had a much better week than I did. So, yeah. I live vicariously through you guys now.
Well, if it wasn't for one Kevin Kane, man, like, I wouldn't have had half the week I had. Like,
I'll let you know when veterans tickets
Oh, yes.
I always get Usually, Laugh Boston sends me things. Usually Saturday nights.
See, we can
We
go there a lot sometimes. Well, we did it.
So this week they sent me.
I don't want to fake the funk though, Lauren, and steal the thunder.
Virtual event,
people that join the Navy.
Comedy at China Gourmet. China Gourmet. I don't know what China Gourmet is.
Are you sure it's not China Blossom?
No, it's China Gourmet in Framingham.
Oh, I'm thinking the other one.
I don't know who's going to be there. We'll see who's going to be at China Gourmet.
Yes.
I don't know who's going to be there.
Lauren, though, while he's looking that up, I've been taking a lot of shade for stealing the Veterans Thunder, but I don't want to go into the ins and outs of how Kevin was going to wrote the Americans with Disability Act in order to get a little bit closer to Danny Wood last night. But
I am.
Some of us are just bigger people,
I do have a disability. I am epileptic.
Dude, that is true.
So I was going to go closer to the bright lights.
Well, that is true, but he was...
But we can't get into that.
We can't get into it. I don't want to get
my mother works at Live Nation 8.
Oh, okay.
We've already said too much, but I'm just saying that, for someone who's throwing some shade around here.
Now, during the day,
yes,
I do not have. Well, I did have. I spent my Monday through Thursday in a hockey rink.
So that is true. I saw that was fucking...
So my young 14-year-old had goalie camp.
Yes.
And so I went there with Danny every day. So me and Danny were in a hockey rink for 2 hours. And Jack, the 10-year-old. So it's a goalie camp. They need shooters.
Yeah.
They need someone to shoot on these kids.
Yeah.
So they have forwards. Jack is a forward. They need forwards to shoot on the goalies. Easy job. Shoot. God forbid Jack had to leave his bedroom from playing PlayStation.
Oh, no.
You would have acted like I was fucking torturing the kid.
Right.
And then, so the first day he did it, he was like, oh, I'm so exhausted. I'm like, buddy, the goalies are going up, down, sliding for 2 hours.
Splits.
You were shooting the puck.
Yeah.
Like, you had the fun part.
Yeah, you
trying to
score
score goals.
Slash of the whole fucking
shit. God forbid. But pandemic's over traffic-wise. I had to leave Burlington every day at like 3:15.
Yeah.
Like, hour and a half back.
Boston is now, again, an hour from Boston. Yeah, like
pretty
no
much.
bullshit.
Drive from Burlington, because that's where the camp was, back. Absolute torture.
Fucking, and then, today, God love my wife took my car, so, one of the cords, and Kev's like, I'll drive you to Burlington. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't drive you away from these. 20 minutes, I've been doing it all week, man. Fucking.
Believe me, I know. I've been to Woburn Superior Court many times. That's where she was at.
That's exactly where she was at.
I can get there with my eyes closed. So I can get on a Sunday. It wouldn't have been too bad.
But it was funny, Lauren, when I was picking up the tickets, the one thing that we actually didn't get a chance to go into this week, but in the beginning of the week, Danny Kane had the fucking most heartbreaking fucking loss in the playoffs.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes,
oh
Danny had his big game Monday night in Roslindale, and they lost. Heartbreaking, 8-4 loss. It was just so season's over, and he's absolutely crushed,
melted,
and he in the middle of him bawling his eyes out. He's 5 years old, and it's his first crushing loss. And I was like, look, Danny, if you just played harder and just put a little more effort into it, the rest of the kids tried and you didn't. And there was 4 goals where the kids just went right around you. And I don't know what you were doing. You were picking your nose. You had one hand on your stick and you were looking at the clock, counting the seconds so you can go back to the bench and talk about fucking Blippi and talk about the fucking music we listened to on the way here and talk about what we were getting for dinner. So, if you just try harder, maybe your team would have won. And then he started crying more.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Exactly what I...
And that was our Father of the Year.
I am kidding. I did not do that.
Exactly.
Like any good father, I blamed the other kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I built him up and said, Danny, you played amazing. But no, it was just...
It was.
He was absolutely... Inconsolable.
Yeah.
It was just so. My friend Tommy Donahue's brother Joey runs the league, and he's the one who took the picture. He goes, "It's not like I gave someone my phone, like, hey, get a picture of this." Because a couple of people text me like, "You really gave your phone like to get a picture of him hugging me crying. Right. No, Joey actually ran and got his phone. He goes, I got to get a picture of this. And Joey Donnie was the one who took the picture. And he actually said, he goes, ABC Wide World of Sports is going to change the montage of the Agony of Defeat of Danny Kane. I did what any good father did. I took him to get a Happy Meal.
God bless you.
God bless you.
And completely cheered him up. And he loved playing. So thank you, Joey. He loved playing every Monday or Tuesday night. His team was the Quakers.
Yeah.
There used to be a team, the Philadelphia Quakers. So every team is former hockey team's name.
Oh, that's cool, man.
He was on the Quakers.
Yeah, no one puts more heart into hockey than fucking Danny Kane. And so Lauren, I went to go pick up the tickets, and Will's out there in the fucking, he's goalieing, and fucking Danny's scoring it. Will, like he's like the airbender. He's sending fucking pucks like over his shoulder and
fucking slap shots.
Like what the fuck? Like where was this last night? Like fucking, he was so funny. He's like, I tried.
So we had to buy a stick. So I had to buy 2 hockey sticks, and so just guess how much a goalie stick would be. Just take.
Oh motherfuck.
I have
on the low end, how much a goalie stick would be.
I have no idea.
Well, did they load it up? Like, well, no. You see, nowadays it's graphite, and we get a fucking.
Yeah. So how much you think a goalie stick would be?
Fucking if it's like
$100. No.
Oh, this is gonna. I wish I had prices right music. We need to get that next.
Oh, God.
So I had to buy so a goalie stick Monday. I had to get. Now $150 was the low end, so I got him a $150 stick.
Motherfucker!
Just at the age now, he's playing in a really good. He should have 2 sticks, so he had one, so I bought him.
Especially
then Jack needed a new stick, so that was another $150 on Tuesday.
Man, you could have bought them both like fucking.
So we go into pure hockey.
Don't get hurt playing A chord, motherfucker.
Yeah, so we go to pure hockey in Medford Tuesday. We walk in. I got my Montreal Canadian shirt on.
Oh yeah, they see you coming,
and they're like, "Oh, Montreal Canadiens." They think I'm just wearing it, thinking like fucking to be funny.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go, Danny, who's your favorite player on the Canadiens? Without blinking, he goes, the captain, Shea Weber. I go, who else do you like on the Canadiens?
Great man.
You go, who else do you like on the Canadiens?
Yeah.
Number 11, Brendan Gallagher. I go, I don't just wear shirts, just wear shirts. This is a lifestyle, buddy.
And his wingman backed him up. Crocs gang,
he's now missing all his top teeth. And I go, Danny, who do you look like? He goes, Bobby Clark from the Flyers. Bobby Clark hasn't played since 1975.
Jesus, I swear to God.
So if you Google Bobby Clark, there's a picture of him hugging the Stanley Cup, missing all his teeth. They're like, holy shit, this kid really does know hockey. Yeah, so I'm like, scary. So basically I kind of did that, like, don't fuck me over on the stick, buddy. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, for real. And if I'll let this little 5-year-old on your ass. Like,
you don't want to see that.
So, like, he knows, like I said before, I've showed the videos, like, he knows who played for when they played for him. And so then we spent, like, he had to wear his Blackhawks jersey. Because I said to him, I go, buddy, you're not wearing a T-shirt at the rink. You need at least a long sleeve shirt or a sweatshirt. So he wears jersey every day at the rink, and running up and down.
Straight money, dude.
Then my bank statement, $2, because the vending machine takes a debit card. Like Jesus Christ.
Fucking M&M's, fucking.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And Oreos, chips, goldfish. I'm like, we brought goldfish. Yeah, but I like those goldfish.
I like those. But these are pizza goldfish.
Yeah. You brought Mickey Mouse goldfish. I want the orange ones. I'm like, they're the same ones.
No, they're not.
So that was my week during the week. I love going to hockey rinks, but by like Thursday, I'm like,
you're done.
So I'm like, hey, I'm bringing you to Daddy's house, and he's doing Friday. Yeah. So his father did Friday. So that was the week during the week. So I was ready for new kids on Friday.
You brought it, man. Fucking yeah. It was like Magic Mike for them bitches in the upper sections of Fenway with Kev brought the testosterone for the entire section. He was
like all the girls are like, oh my God, that's so cool that you went with your wife. I'm like, what do you think got the tickets? I brought it.
Yeah, man, she's driving me.
It was just.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to fucking that was a week for the record books for all of us, man.
Yeah.
Fucking watching Lauren come up with a fucking set, fine tuning that shit like a fucking mechanic, dude. Like killing it.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I'm looking forward to honestly cracking it this week.
Yes, it should be really good.
Definitely. I can't wait for Bill. I can't wait for Bill Ricca. I think the only time anyone ever said that is when they're waiting for a fucking pickup at the BMC. Fucking.
There used to be a place. Bill Ricca's Mac 2s.
Mac 2s.
It used to be a strip club.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Ooh, something to look forward to.
Yeah, but I don't think it's open anymore. If any of the people know the Rick, there used to be a place, Mac 2s up there. I don't think it's open anymore.
Mac 2s.
Yeah, it used to be an 18-plus strip club.
Nice.
Oh.
There's a fucking line that, like, before, like, much like the last year with the story about the Love on the Spectrum, Kevin Kane, before me and him, like, were friends, he had this fucking story that stuck in my head, but it's one of the greatest strip club, like, hockey / stories of all time. And it was just a post I think he put on, but you're like, it was a guy that when I was like a fucking 14-year-old kid, he's like, I think he tried out for goalie. And he said he would rather see the opening lineup at the fucking Square on a Tuesday.
It was my coach.
I think about that every time.
It was my coach. He was like, I would rather see the Tuesday lineup at the Squire than see you guys play another game. I was like,
wow.
The best part is, like, who says that? The kids in B.
Yeah.
What kids
it was Mr.
like,
Roach. If anyone remembers Mr. Roach, our hockey coach.
Let's take him to the Squire. That's still there. They named roads after, like, the Squire Road. Like, you guys named a fucking road.
One thing about the Squire, my cousin Tommy, I picked him up in Portsmouth. We were going out, like, he was coming down for a Tuesday Bruins game or something. We're driving down Route 1, and we just looked at each other. And we didn't even have to say anything. I just got off the exit. I'm not a strip club guy. I think I've gone twice in my life.
Yeah.
And it was like a Tuesday at 1.
Right.
And the Squire had a buffet.
Food.
So we had our food, and we're right down the Stiffens Road.
Naked Brazilian.
And the lineup was not that great.
Yeah.
And you cannot unsee that. I'm sorry.
They had a midget come out in an American flag bikini. My cousin pulled out like a fucking $40 in ones and threw them all out there.
Absolutely.
And he looked at me and goes, I will never see this again.
Yeah.
And he looked right at me and goes, God bless America.
Tuesday at a fucking 1 in the afternoon.
I will never have this. He looked right at me and goes, I will never see this opportunity again.
Thank you, Revere.
And Tommy Kane, this is your godfather.
There you go.
Me and him. This is the same guy after my grandfather's funeral. This is probably the only other time I was at a strip club. And he looked right at me after the funeral. We all go to whatever bar we ended up at. And I go, what do you want to do? We all ended up at like the function after, my grandfather's funeral. And he looked right at me and goes, can't waste a suit. We ended up at the Golden Banana.
like you gotta be impressing these girls.
He always had the line, don't waste the suit.
Can't waste the suit.
And we ended up with a Golden Banana.
In
that fucking suit after grandfather's funeral.
I'm telling you, nothing makes the Irish hornier than death, man. I'm telling you.
The only 2 times I think I've gone to a strip club was with Tommy Gray.
Yeah.
And can't waste the suit.
Man, that's good advice. That's like Avoid the Clap by Jimmy, fucking the guy from League of Their Own. Alrighty, folks. Well, thanks for coming back to fucking Let Me Tell You This About That. Wouldn't be official if we didn't say fucking. And that's about it. So, yeah, we got me and Lauren got comedy. Hopefully Kevin's got a quiet week. And
I actually have to work a full week this week. I haven't done that. I worked 1 day last week.
How does everyone getting their fucking...
we've had fill-ins who the nurse I work with has been too happy with. So I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm back this week.
Good. You don't want no one filling your shoes, bro.
Yeah, so I'm back. Working my 5 a.m. to 1 shift.
Yeah, kick that driver out of your scam, too, man.
Yeah, so I'm back this week. I actually got to work 5 days this week. We'll see. It's a state job. I don't know.
The horror.
Yeah. The horror. Tentatively, I got to work a full week.
Maybe the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Then I got to work 4 days, and I got Disney. Then I'm off for another week after that.
Well, there you go.
Oh shit!
Work for 2, off for 2, just like any other city job.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. Exactly. Welcome to Boston. Welcome to fucking Boston.
Yeah. So if you get arrested, come see me.
Yeah, well, you will actually.
Yeah.
The fucking definitely. All right, guys. Well, you guys take it easy. Have yourself a good. Jesus, we're heading into the middle of August already.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's slipping through our hands, folks, man. Time is slipping. But go out and have yourself a good time. Enjoy it. Fuck the spread next. You heard that from your friends here. And let me tell you this about that. And that's about it. We'll see you guys in about 2 weeks on your Monday to get you through it. We'll play you Monday night with the profanity. And that's about it, folks. I'll talk to you soon.
California, yeah. You know the beat so sweet like booty meat. So sweet. You
You know the beat so sweet like booty meat.
Like booty meat.
You know the beat so sweet like booty meat. You know the beat so sweet like booty meat. No matter who you meet, you can move your feet.
Come through bumping that new funkadelic. That new funkadelic. Come through bumping that new funkadelic. That new funkadelic. Ice Cube got that new funkadelic. That new funkadelic. Ice Cube got that new funkadelic. Better run, go tell it. Got an uncle named George. Horny motherfucker, always down the orge. Freaky motherfucker, want a Georgie porch. Treat a big booty like a smorgasbord. Freaks on the flow, freaks on the flow. How many of y'all freaks on the low? Freaks on the flow, freaks on the flow. How many of y'all freaks on the low? What's up for the evening? I ain't in the trickin', I'm in the treat. What's up for the evening? I ain't in the trickin', bitch, I'm in the treat. What's up? What's up for the evening? I ain't in the trickin', I'm in the treat. What's up for the evening? I ain't in the trickin', I'm in the treat. You know all about that party life. Party life. All about that party life. Party life. Party life. All about that party life. Party life. All about that party life. Party life. Come through bumping that new funkadelic. That new funkadelic. Come through bumping that new funkadelic. That new funkadelic. Ice Cube got that new funkadelic. That new funkadelic. Ice Cube got that new funkadelic. Better run, go tell it. I heard weed was legal. Grow that shit, nigga, feed your people. I heard weed was legal. Grow that shit, nigga, feed your people. I heard weed was legal. Grow that shit, nigga, feed your people. I heard weed was legal. Grow that shit, nigga, feed your people. Come on.
Let's make a toast to every nation. Roll on up for the whole wide world. It's a Westside celebration. How about us and you freaky girls?
You know the funk will linger. All these motherfuckers wanna smell my finger. All these motherfuckers wanna fuck my singers. I don't give a damn, nigga, Jerry Springer. California love, California bud. Long as I got it, I don't give a fuck. It's the hypnotic, I'm the narcotic. So if you spot it, acting robotic, freeze. Just like a mannequin. And then start panicking. I'm too hard for you. They still wanna eat it like barbecue. Freaks on the flow, freaks on the flow. How many of y'all freaks on the low? Freaks on the flow, freaks on the flow. How many of y'all freaks on the low? Come through bumping that new funkadelic. That new funkadelic. Come through bumping that new funkadelic. That new funkadelic. Ice Cube got that new funkadelic. You know that new funkadelic. Ice Cube got that new funkadelic. Better run, go tell it.
What's up for the evening? I ain't in the trickin', I'm in the treat. What's up for the evening? I ain't in the trickin', bitch, I'm in the treat. What's up for the evening? I ain't in the trickin', I'm in the treat. What's up for the evening? I ain't in the trickin', I'm in the treat.
You know the beat so sweet like booty meat.
Like booty meat.
You know the beat so sweet like booty meat. You know the beat so sweet like booty meat. No matter who you meet, you can move your feet.
They ask me